At the beginning of the movie, we see a Daruma doll playing a death game with the class children. Any child who moves from their place has their head blasted off. Some boys try to escape, but all the doors and windows are locked. The doll notices them and blasts their heads as well, terrifying the remaining children. One boy suggests that to win, they must press the button on the back of the doll. Hearing this, another boy hastily runs to press the button, but the doll notices him and blasts his head too. With only 1 minute left on the timer, the children panic and rush toward the button. However, the doll sees them and starts blasting their heads one by one until only Sul and his friend are left alive. Sul's friend tells him that he must jump onto his shoulders to press the button. With only a few seconds remaining, Sul jumps and presses the button. Both of them are overjoyed that they learned how to win the game, but suddenly Sul's friend's head is blasted. The doll then tells Sul that only the person who presses the button will be the winner, and everyone else must die. Hearing this, Sul becomes anxious about what will happen next. After leaving the room, he meets his friend Ishika. Soon they discover that death games are happening in all the classrooms. They try calling the police, but there's no signal. They then attempt to break the glass to escape, but it doesn't work. Eventually, they reach a basketball court where other class winners, dressed in rat costumes, are gathered. As soon as they enter, the door closes automatically. Moments later, a giant cat emerges from the ground and starts eating people one by one. Seeing this, everyone runs in panic. Sul notices a bell on the ground and sees that the cat has a basketball hoop around its neck. He realizes that to win, they must throw the bell into the hoop. With only 9 minutes left, a boy attempts to throw the bell into the hoop, but the cat stops it with its paw and throws it back at the boy, killing him instantly. Sul then observes that the cat is only attacking those wearing rat costumes. He tells everyone to remove their costumes, which momentarily confuses the cat. However, it soon starts killing people again. When the cat is about to eat Ishika, Sul distracts it by putting on the rat costume himself. The cat shifts its focus to Sul, allowing Ishika to escape. While wearing the mouse costume, Sul starts understanding the cat's language. He climbs onto the cat's back and begins petting it. Seeing this, others join in, and the cat stops attacking and falls asleep. However, after the cat sleeps, the remaining survivors argue over who should throw the bell into the hoop, fearing that only the thrower will survive, just like in the previous game. Their loud argument wakes the cat, which starts killing again. To confuse the cat, Sul and Ishika throw both the bell and a regular basketball at the hoop. They are close to winning, but Sul misses his shot. Just then, a boy named Amaya jumps over the cat and successfully throws the bell into the hoop, winning the second game. Only Sul, Ishika, and Amaya survive. However, the cat suddenly releases a smoky gas from its mouth, causing them all to faint. When they regain consciousness, Sul finds himself in the third game, where a screen displays the message. Find the keys, or you won't escape. 4 dolls appear and explain the rules. They must sit blindfolded in one place while the dolls circle around them, singing a song. When the song ends, they must name the doll standing behind them. If they answer incorrectly, they will be killed. The first participant answers incorrectly and is killed. The second participant, a girl, also fails to give the correct answer in time and is brutally killed by the dolls. Now it's Sul's turn. The dolls begin circling him while singing. When the song ends, Sul is unable to answer, and the timer runs out. The doll behind him says, "Prepare to die because you failed to answer in time." Just as Sul hears the doll's voice, he quickly names it. The 4 dolls laugh, saying that answering now is pointless. However, Sul reveals that the "time's up" sound came from his phone. He had recorded the previous round's voices and was deceiving them because he still had time. He correctly named the doll and won the game. As soon as he won, all 4 dolls exploded. He then took the key and exited. Outside, he encountered another boy running towards them, with a terrifying doll chasing him. The boy instructed them to hold hands so the doll couldn't harm them. Just then, Ishika arrived, also being chased by a terrifying doll. Sul quickly grabbed her hand, saving her. The 4 of them entered another room where they met 2 more boys. They soon realized that they needed a total of 7 keys to unlock the door, but they only had 4. Just then, Amaya arrived with 3 more keys. However, as soon as he entered, he killed the boy he had come in holding hands with. Once they inserted the keys, a voice instructed them to change into new outfits. After changing, they advanced to the third game. In this third game, a massive white bear appeared and explained that to win, they had to answer a series of questions. Anyone who answered incorrectly would be killed. The first question was about their favorite food. Each of them gave their answers, but the bear announced that someone was lying. After much deliberation, they suspected the boy who had been chased by the terrifying doll. Despite his protests, the bear killed him. The second question was whether they all liked bears. Everyone answered yes, but the bear became angry again, claiming that someone was lying. This time they targeted a girl, accusing her of lying. She insisted she was telling the truth, but no one believed her, and the bear killed her too. Seeing this, Sul figured out who the real liar was. He pointed at the bear and accused it of manipulating them into fighting among themselves. Upon hearing this, the white bear transformed into a black bear, and they won the game. Now the 5 remaining players reached the final game. The dolls appeared and congratulated them, saying, "Well done. You've made it to this stage." The dolls then explained the rules. 1 player would become the devil, the other 4 would hide. If the devil found all 4 players and kicked a tin can, he would win, surviving alone while the others died. However, if any of the 4 managed to kick the can before the devil did, they would survive. But the one who kicked the can would die instead. A lottery decided the devil, and Amaya was chosen. The game began. Amaya placed the tin can in its position and started searching. He quickly captured 2 players, beating them up before locking them in a jail. Meanwhile, Sul and Ishika hid in another spot, but Amaya eventually found them. Ishika tried convincing Sul not to come out, but he ignored her and stepped outside wearing armor. Amaya laughed, saying, "Do you think this armor will help you defeat me? I just need to remove your helmet and say your name, and I win easily." Amaya removed Sul's helmet. However, Sul revealed that his goal wasn't to defeat Amaya, but to stop him. He chained himself and Amaya together and jumped into the water. Since Amaya was chained, he was dragged along. Sul suffered injuries from the armor, but Amaya, using all his strength, broke the chain. Both rushed toward the tin can, attempting to kick it. In the end, Sul kicked it first. According to the game's rules, Sul was supposed to die. However, the can didn't explode. The dolls appeared and revealed that they had lied about the explosion. All 5 players were actually winners. The dolls rewarded them with ice cream. As they enjoyed their victory, they noticed something written on the ice cream sticks: who won and who lost. Only Sul and Amaya were listed as winners. The dolls then explained that only those with both power and luck could win, which applied only to Sul and Amaya. The other 3 players, including Ashika, were killed. The final game was called the Game of Luck. Amaya was thrilled, but Sul was devastated. Afterward, both Sul and Amaya were taken out of the God's Cube. The people outside hailed them as the sons of God. One was called God, and the other Devil, because of which Amaya was happy, but Sul was very angry. And he says that God does not exist because he took away all my friends from me. My school children died, but Doll tells him that no. Sul, you are wrong in this matter, and a big secret is revealed that the poor person who fixed the recorder is the one who made this whole game. Sul gets very angry at him, and he keeps looking at him, and this movie ends here.